What's up? This is Nick, coach of the Sterling City Psyducks.
And this is Brenden, coach of the Cinnabar Island Cyndaquils.
We're a couple of losers who aren't going to the playoffs.
That's true.
So
we really are.
We're going to break down the season and talk about the playoffs a little bit. And
we have a list of our top 5 best plays of the season. They are completely biased because Nick and I chose them.
But we're not totally biased. We're just pretty biased because good things did happen in these battles.
That's true. That is true. And I will put a recommendation. Jeez, I can't even talk right now. Too many beers, guys. Sorry.
Too many.
We have not only the same event in the top 5 plays of all time, but also the exact same event in our bad luck blunders section.
Because there were...
So you should look forward to that later on.
There were quite a few of those.
Alrighty. So, starting off with our top 5 plays, not in any specific order at all. Because
we chose how we found them.
Yeah, we chose not to be that mean and rate you guys 1 through 5.
We could have.
We could have. We thought about it, but we didn't.
But the first one, we're going to call out Jacob's Empoleon in, what was that, week 11?
Whenever he beat Mike. That berry agility substitute combo was just stupid.
It was
and
really good.
Unpredictable.
Because I remember when watching the battle, it was weird at first because I was like, okay, he's just substituting at the
For
substitute
nothing.
breaks,
Yeah,
and he's
it's just
speeding
going
up.
away. Yep.
Then he hits critical health into the red, activates a berry, which boosts his special attack by 1 stage.
And then has the turret ability activated, so all water moves are 50% stronger, +1 to his special attack. Let the surfs begin.
Yeah, and he just, got 4 kills to
something
finish
like that.
out the match?
Yeah, something like that. It was pretty crazy.
It was a sight to behold. It was pretty beautiful.
we really liked that one. I know I really did.
Yeah.
That was something else. So, yes, you get our not number 1 spot of the top 5.
One of
the first mention.
Yes. Next up, it was week 13. This one is included in 2 categories in our...
This is the one we were talking about. This is also the bad luck blunders. But we are sorry, Schultz.
Yeah,
but
week
what?
13, a 12.5% critical hit.
Absolutely.
Led to a full Kartana sweep. I think the only 6-month sweep of the entire season.
Yeah, I think it was the only full sweep of the season. And yes, sure, no one can plan for that, so it's not really like a planned out maneuver. But what can you do about it?
Yeah, sometimes...
As Schultz, he knew nothing.
Yeah, yeah, he tried. He so tried, but that focus sash on the next turn it didn't matter.
Absolutely. It was pretty sick. So, good job there to you, Evan. Yeah. That was pretty nasty.
That was the memed battle where it...
yeah, it was.
I had some fun editing that one. All right, next up, we have slight bias here.
Which one's? With slight bias here, he says, because he's the one that picked it.
Well, it's because I like the little guy. It's week 11, Brendan's Bronzong.
My Bronzong against Jacob, because I went weird with it, gave him that full special attack investment, because I wanted Weezing to die. And he almost, he did, but he almost did in one shot, and that's what mattered.
Psychic to almost kill him.
For the 252 special attack investment, and then I had Earthquake on the other side for Empoleon.
But then also you ended up using it to kill
Jolteon,
the Jolteon.
Yes.
Yeah,
yep.
So... Pokemon that you had used for the first 10 weeks as a special or physical wall.
Yep.
Came
out here swinging.
Boom, getting KOs.
Came out swinging. Loved it.
That was beautiful.
Next one was kind of my pick. I really enjoyed this because, you don't see Slurpuff do much. But this one goes out to you, Amber. That Unburden in literally week 1 against Nick.
Unburden
Slurpuff. Belly drum. Then you eat the berry for almost full health. Now your attack is maxed.
Yep.
Your speed is doubled.
Yep.
Not much you can do against that.
Nothing I could do against that.
No, there was nothing.
I dropped its attack twice, but it was still triple.
That's right, yeah. 2 intimidates in a row, wasn't it?
Yep, and it was still
nothing.
Still too strong.
Quadrupled attack. Not doing anything.
I died. I got swept.
It was pretty awesome.
It was pretty
I liked it a lot. And then the last one, another biased one, because this is all you.
Yes. It's my Toxicroak. Called him the giant killer throughout the season, but he was, as far as I know, the only Pokemon that killed both Greninjas. In week 7, we didn't get to see that one.
Yeah, because it was live. But
none of those went up. But he killed the Protean Greninja by protecting on an extra sensory and then using a Sucker Punch the next turn to get the KO. and then survived an ice beam from the Ash Greninja and drain punched him to death. So,
which all of these Nick says were calculated.
Yes.
Since one of them is on video, we don't really have the proof, but he claims it was calculated.
I asked on Reddit to check and make sure it would work. It's on the internet. It happened.
I asked Reddit.
It happened, though. It absolutely happened.
It did happen. I did see.
Yes.
I did see it at a point. It did happen.
Okay. And now we're going to go on from the best plays of the season to some of the worst.
Some of them blunders that we all know about. Some were your own faults.
Yes.
Some were not your faults at all.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
either way, you might be on this list.
You might. So we're going to start off with the one that was in the top 5 moments is also in the top 5 blunders, or top 4 blunders, I guess.
Yeah, top 4, I guess. Whatever.
Week 13, Evan versus Ian. That 12.5% chance
Yep,
critical
that
hit.
Cortana sweep. I mean,
Just bad luck. It's the shortest match of the season because there was, 3 turns of other Pokemon and then...
And then Cortana came out and then 6 more turns left because that's how many Pokemon Ian had.
It didn't last long.
It was a great top 5 play for Evan and a bad luck blunder for Schultz. Sorry, guys. So. But yeah, it was pretty awesome, though. Yeah. I really enjoyed watching it.
I had to do something with it. We couldn't just have a 5-minute video without doing something with it. So yeah, go check that one out if you haven't seen it.
5-minute video.
It was.
I know.
Even with his commentary. So it was a 4-minute, 4-minute and 10-second battle. And with his commentary, it was just about 5 minutes long. So... couldn't really do much about it.
Schultz, going from having the longest match in the season to the shortest match in the season.
You did time out, so you can eat a dick. I don't care. All right. Next up on our bad luck ones is week 12. Yeah,
me versus Greg. Yes, this was
12.
This was one of the ones that just isn't anyone's fault. I mean, I guess you could blame me for the
luck.
choice of moves. Yeah, I chose some low accuracy moves.
90 accuracy.
This one all goes to accuracy. This was just a poor accuracy match. Even Greg can vouch for it because he had piss poor accuracy too.
95% accuracy on
from
Fire
Fang? Yeah, and it missed twice.
Yeah.
He had 2 Fire Fangs miss in the same time that I had 2 Toxics miss in a row.
And a Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp missed. A Focus Blast
and
missed.
A Fire Blast.
A Fire Blast missed. That was just a rough battle. Yeah, it was just bad all around.
I mean, the last 3 weeks, Toxic had bad luck because I had 1 or 2 miss. I think you had another one miss later on.
Yeah, I did.
It just Toxic had a bad rounding out.
The end of the season was just weird accuracy and crazy hacks.
Yeah, my battle of 15% chance. I got paralyzed off of a Thunderbolt. So
and then immediately
fully paralyzed. So
for 3 turns.
No, I mean he was fully paralyzed later on in the battle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 3 in a row. Honestly,
no. But yeah, that was some weird hacks at the end of the season.
Or then me finally getting my 1 freeze on Mike and then then unthawing that same exact turn.
Yeah,
hacks, everybody. It's wonderful.
The end of the season was very hacks filled. Next on the blunders.
Yes. Yes, this one. Here, I will let you take this one.
Week 3, we had Caitlin with a Y facing off against Matt, and towards the end of the battle, he brought in his Subway Jared the Beware, who was dishing some damage with Ice Punch, but then
physical attacker.
He was choice banded, so it was not a bad idea.
Nothing I wouldn't do.
But into her Gengar, who has Curse Body, and it got disabled, so he had no usable moves.
Yep.
And he stayed in.
And struggled.
And then was killed. So, that was a bad move, Matt.
The struggle is real.
It was. It was
right there in week 3.
And then, speaking of Matt.
Speaking of Matt, that's true. Number 4 on our bad luck blunders
was week 7.
The whole fucking match.
The live battle.
The live battle at the cookout. Matt versus David. We're not even picking a specific moment from this battle.
It was literally the whole thing.
It's just the whole thing.
So Matt almost had the full sweep.
He almost did.
He didn't lose a single Pokemon. He had 6 of his Pokemon left. He'd taken out 5 of David's. And then David brings out his...
Ophelia?
Manaphy.
No, I'm sorry, that was Greg's. That's Greg's, right? Manaphy.
He brings in the Manaphy. Angus, whatever he wanted it to be. And then sets up a Z Rain Dance for that +1 speed.
Yep.
And then kills
that was gonna go.
5 Pokemon in a row.
Yeah, he does. Goes from almost a full sweep to almost a full reverse sweep.
And then, actually, it's kind of funny. The one that ended up being the last one was the Fortress.
It was Bug Cloister versus versus Angus, and
Bug Cloister pulled it out. Surprisingly,
he pulled it out. We weren't sure how or why.
Yeah,
but he did.
That whole battle was just a clusterfuck of terrible. But it happened, and everybody saw it live. So.
Yeah, it was fun. You're not going to get video of that, though, because those don't exist.
No, they don't.
But it happened. Everyone can vouch for it.
Yes, they can.
It's true.
Next, let's talk about
you want to do the
MVPs of the season.
Fine. These were not decided by us, obviously. These are not our decisions. Yep. We are just taking them from the stat sheet, literally.
Full stats based on the ginormous, 200 Pokemon Excel sheet that Jacob made.
We narrowed it down to 5.
Yes.
For your guys' sake. And our own for free time, personally.
Yeah. So, number 1, currently with points, is Tapu Lele, which I didn't, throughout the season, I didn't really think it did that insanely well. But then when you go down to it and look at it, it had 26 direct KOs. That is, I think, the most in the entire season. I didn't think it did that much throughout the whole season, but 26 KOs and only 2 faints.
I know
the whole season.
That Pokemon wasn't technically the cause of my loss against Jacob.
It contributed.
But what it could do caused me to not be able to do certain things to beat Jacob. Yeah. So no. That it was a very good Pokemon, and Jacob utilized it very well.
Yes, he did.
Tapu Waifu deserves that number 1 spot up
yes,
there.
It
was a good one. It was a good one.
Up next, we've
number
got
2?
Final Bass, the Mega Gyarados.
Final Bass.
The Lake of Rage Gyarados. So I think the
mascot.
The only mascot.
No, not the only.
No, the only mascot that did well.
Oh, sorry, I didn't let you finish. You're absolutely right.
Most other mascots
only
didn't
mascot that did do well. Yeah. You are absolutely right. The Mega Gyarados was
second
nasty
with kills, 24 direct KOs.
Oh wow!
So
I didn't realize
slightly
it was
behind.
Even close.
Yeah.
Good shit.
And then 5 feints, but still, that's not bad out of 14 weeks.
Yeah,
5 feints is really not bad
5 feints
at
total.
all.
That's technically not even worth a losing match.
Exactly.
So look at that.
And neither of those two tanked that many hits. He only got just into the double digits, but still, they came out and killed things.
Yeah,
they did what they were supposed to do.
Exactly, and that's what it's about.
And yeah, that was pretty consistent. She got those dragon dances off and she went to town.
It was a really good sweeper for her at times.
Oh yeah.
She utilized it really well. I'll say most weeks. Some of the videos I watched were done very well. I can't say I watched all of Jenny's matches, but she did do it very well.
She did.
You watched all of everyone's matches.
Yes, I did.
Here's this guy over here complaining about recording videos, and then he's like, hey man, you know what would be fun? Let's do a playoff video. So here we are. Number 3 goes, does that go back to Jacob?
No.
Oh yes, Nick's going to sit this one out. I'm sorry. Nick doesn't want to talk about this one.
No, I don't.
Number 3 goes to the Muse Blissey.
Dumbass.
Oh man, this Blissey. Let's see.
He got 10 KOs on the season.
It had 10 direct KOs, but let me bring up the fact that it tanked 68 hits all season.
68? That's insane.
That is ridiculous.
It probably tanked more hits than some entire teams.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was ridiculous.
That is...
also, 10 status inflictions.
68.
7 hazard setups.
68 tanked hits is close to 5 tanked hits a week.
Yeah. Even though most of the time, it only came to 8 matches. So it only showed up...
Oh my god. That's even more ridiculous, though.
About 55% of the time. It came about half the season and
tanked the most amount of hits.
Oh, yeah.
For half the season.
Insane.
That's pretty crazy. Good on him. Good on him.
So dumb.
It's pretty nasty. That is why he got number 3. Yeah, Nick doesn't want to stick around this long for Blissey. So we will. Good job, Blissey. Good job, Ian, utilizing your stall.
Asshole.
Shame on everyone else in this league besides Nick and I's division, because we didn't play your guys' division, for not using physical attacks.
No one has ever
has like a 15 base physical defense.
I think it's 20.
Okay, I apologize. It has a 20 base defense, guys. Sure, it has a lot of health, but man, you hit that thing
one
physically.
Physical move,
let alone one fighting physical move, and it's just a
toast.
Bye bye. Moving on.
Yeah.
Number 4. This is where we come back to Jacob, as he has 2 in the top 5.
Yes, he does.
Imagine that, right, guys? An undefeated person have 2 Pokemon in the top 5.
How surprising.
Get, 2 first-round draft picks.
Luck. It's all luck, man.
But you had a great season, Jacob, so,
Garchomp, Eugros, the Garchomp.
His, no, he doesn't have Mega
Not
Garchomp.
Mega, it was a
Z-Mon, yes.
Garchomp, yes.
What did he have going for him besides
20 KOs? He didn't set up any status. Good. No status, no hazards.
He was just a beating machine. Hits, I do know he utilized him as or he was a big utility mon for him.
Yeah.
Very scary utility mon, but he was what he was.
A couple setups, but mostly just getting those kills.
Yep.
And not dying.
I mean,
apparently that's all you really do.
Yeah, what more can you do? What more can you do? And then next up, we have the amazing ninja, Genji.
Yes.
From
Who needs healing?
Who needs healing. From Ash Greninja, from the Sneasels?
Saffron, yep. Saffron City Sneasels.
Evan's team of the Sneasels.
So he gets 21 KOs, 2 feints on the season. So.
He did have more direct KOs than that Garchomp previously ahead of him.
1 spike setup, and 1 status infliction, which I think... What status would have he inflicted? Can he learn Scald? Maybe a burn?
Maybe a burn.
And only 3 tanked hits.
Did he freeze anybody with a possible ice beam?
He may have frozen somebody with an ice beam. That makes more sense.
We didn't watch every video tonight, guys. Yeah. Sorry. We did not watch all
that's like
200 videos. Whatever videos. There's too many videos.
Wow, he only tanked 3 hits on the season.
I mean, he's a Greninja. Leave him alone. True, yeah. He's either going to get hit and die or not going to get hit at all.
That's true.
Hopefully.
And some critical hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's another one that's
Evan,
just
all
there
about
on
them
kills.
Critical hits, am I right? Sorry, gotta bring it back gotta bring it back around.
He has a little bit of luck on his side. He's gotten some lucky crits throughout the previous season in the other league as well as this one. He's gotten some lucky hits.
He has, but hey, luck isn't the only thing that takes you to the playoffs, though. So, or keep you undefeated. Yeah, for that.
And we'll do some honorable mentions in the next 5. So we've got Metallica the Skarmory, another one who tanked a whole lot of hits.
Tanked a lot of hits.
61. He did really well tanking hits.
I mean, everyone knows Skarmory can be a bulky mon, but hey, he really showed his bulk this season.
And also 12 hazard setups. So good on him.
Absolutely. How many direct KOs did he have, out of curiosity?
7. Oh. Or no, that's feints. 6 KOs, 7 feints. So
well.
Not everybody.
It's Skarmory. It happens. It's okay.
Next up, we got.
I can't even read this.
Dr. Drizzle.
Oh, Dr. Drizzle. Wow, 3 for Jacob.
Yeah, in the top 10.
There you go.
What do you know?
There you go.
7 KOs, 6 feints.
Dr. Drizzle was pretty silly.
Yeah, he gets there with the 10 hazard setups, the 7 clears, 5 status, and 41 tanked hits. So it was
nice.
Much utility all around.
Much utility, but then when push comes to shove, let's not forget what got him the play of the season.
Oh yeah, true.
That amazing berry.
Switching it around.
He was used all over the place.
More than 50% of his kills were in that final.
Yeah. More than 50% of Dr. Drizzle's KOs came from the final week of the league.
Oh man.
That's
not the final, the second to last week.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right. It wasn't the second to last week of the season.
Then next up, we've got Knave the Crocodile, who was
He was definitely a big threat to me at the beginning.
21 KOs, so up there with the top ones.
We will announce that, yes, he was very good. He saw a lot of his limelight in the early season. Mm-hmm. Once people kind of learned to counter him, he kind of weaned back a little bit.
Someone who can levitate.
Yeah, but still,
21
if we're only trying to call it the first season, he's top 8.
Well, I mean, later on he knocked off tons of items. So
absolutely.
Item control. He's got 8
knockoffs.
Item knockoffs.
Nice.
Yeah.
More than a full team's worth.
And that's just items that actually got knocked off.
Yeah,
he also hit Pokemon that had Z-Stones or Mega Stones.
Mega Crystals, yeah, absolutely.
So, good for him. Yeah, lots of KOs.
He did a very good job.
Next up,
who we got?
Someone that we actually know.
Oh, hey.
Vesuvius.
Hey, my Volcanion. Okay, cool. I'll take it.
14 KOs.
He did have 14 KOs all season, and I made
5
sure...
5 status inflictions.
Nice. He was, those Steam Eruption, or maybe Fire Blast could have done better, more or less. I know my Steam Eruptions weren't helping me early on in the season. Man, I couldn't get any 30% burns.
There was one match where you hit, 4 or 5 people with Steam Eruptions?
Yeah,
but you got burned by a flamethrower?
Yep. Immediately.
And also 23 tanked hits. That is respectable.
He was big. I fluctuated him around between either attacking really hard, he could take some defensive hits, or every once in a while a Choice Scarf just to catch that
catch
speed
somebody
off guard.
Yeah,
Absolutely. He is one of the Pokemon that I believe showed up to every single one of my matches.
Yes.
And towards the end of the season, I didn't even want to bring him, but I kind of just wanted to have a good attendance record. You know, just to
perfect attendance.
Yeah, just to make him a good student.
And number 10 out of the MVPs, we have Sapphire, the shiny Latios from the Tin Tower Tyranitar.
And her Zmon as well, if I'm reading that correctly.
Yep. 15 KOs.
He did appear 13 times out of this entire season. But
24 tanked hits. He got more than...
Wow, he did. Look at that go. Good on him.
Died more, so that's what knocked him down.
He did. He did die a few more times, but he had a good amount of KOs. He had 15 direct KOs. He had... What else he got going for him? I don't even know. Can't read.
No
Such
status
a small
inflictions
spreadsheet,
and
guys.
no hazards.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much
good attacker.
Just KOs.
Absolutely.
So,
but yeah,
a good top 10.
Absolutely good top 10. We had some defensive mons in there. We had some sweepers in there.
So it was pretty even on the top. Yeah.
If you can give me a top 10 where an Empoleon and a Mega Gyarados can both make it, sure, why not?
There you go.
I like it.
So then now that we've covered.
We've covered everything that's already happened.
Yes.
We're now going to cover what is ahead of all of us, which technically might be behind some of us.
One battle has happened so far.
Do we know the results of it?
I have not watched it. I have not asked. So I know the match that has happened is the first match of the Red Division. So this is 2 Red Division face-offs. So we have the Saffron City Sneasels versus the Fuchsia City Fearos.
Okay.
And I know that match happened. I don't know what happened, but... Looking at the records, we've got the Sneasels at 14-0.
We do.
And the Fearos at 7-7. So, just looking at the records, it seems like it should be a pretty easy take for Evan, but
I mean, anything can
You
happen.
never know. Yeah,
anything can happen. We do know Evans had a lot of luck on his side, as we mentioned earlier, though. Will it follow through? Or will it end earlier than he wants?
We'll find out next week, or I'll find out probably in like the next 2 days when I watch that.
That is very true. But since this is labeled our playoff predictions, I am going to predict that I do think Evan will have it.
I also believe that Evan will take it.
Not saying you're a bad player at all, David, but I've seen Evan, not even counting his record, play a little bit more flawlessly.
Yeah, he's usually got a good counter. He's got a pretty well-rounded team. That was one of those things I was trying to do. Like top 5 things or a number 1 thing for each team, like a highlight for every team.
Yeah.
But all I could really come up with him is he drafted well and made good pickups throughout the season. So he just had a really well-rounded team.
And he knew how to use it well.
Yeah, exactly.
He knew what he was doing all around it.
It was just really hard to stop, and some people got close. I know I took down, I think, 4 or 5. But for the most part, no one could really finish him off.
No, nobody could finish him off.
That's true. No one
at all.
So that one we'll see soon.
We will see soon.
Next week the battle will be up.
I do believe it was Evan in the end.
I do predict
That's what I think.
Then
second round of that conference will be the Volcaronas versus the Pikapex.
Yes. So 9-5, or 9 victories, 5 losses for the Volcaronas, and then 8 victories and 6 losses for the Pikapex.
Yeah.
So pretty close records.
Very close records. And I don't even know what to say about this matchup because, well, not only did I really want to be in this matchup, but I wasn't. I don't obviously know either of these two people very well, but just seeing the beginning of the seasons, I wasn't expecting Jake to do nearly as well as he did. But
especially when he busts out the whole Dr. Coach actor Jacob Andrews thing.
Right, with that whole persona behind him.
Yeah.
Talking about not wanting a DS, not wanting to own a game for this.
He hasn't. He's gone the whole season not owning a DS.
Yes, and so I wasn't expecting, I don't want to say, investment, but I just wasn't expecting what he turned it out to.
Yeah, he
but
did.
Good on you.
He turned a good season out of it.
You made a good season out of what you had.
So
here you are now against Greg, who, well, man,
He kicked the crap out of us because he was the leader in our division.
Yeah, he was the leader of our division, and he steamrolled through me quite a few times.
Both teams have some really good mons, so I'm not sure.
I don't know either. But for my playoff prediction, I'm going to be biased, and I'm just going to give it to my division, just because I want to see Kanto Blue go somewhere. Yeah. That's really what it comes down to.
As the most competitive division, absolutely.
I can't say I'm going to know who wins. I had a decision last round. I don't know if I have a real one this time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to the Volcaronas because he seems more consistent throughout the season.
Right, yes.
And I think his team might just be able to edge out the victory a little bit better. So
see what happens. Just don't bring Tapu Koko into a super effective move.
Yeah. Watch out for those earthquakes, because everybody's got earthquake. Everybody has earthquake somewhere. So those are our predictions for the first round of the playoffs. We're thinking Evan is going to win, and then we're thinking that Greg is going to win.
So I think next week will be Evan versus Greg.
That's what I'm thinking.
I do too.
And then we'll see from there. That one should be either way.
I'm watching all these matches regardless. I want to know.
Of course.
I'm excited.
And then
the Johto Conference.
The Johto Conference.
First up, we have another undefeated
Jacob. 14-0 of the Acritique City Stantlers.
Stantlers, yes.
14-0 coming up against the Mahogany Town Muse. So Ian had some bad luck throughout the season. He had some matches where...
Ian has had some bad luck throughout the season. He has had bad luck.
He's hated by me.
He is hated by Nick. Well, I guess I don't know. Is it actually Ian that's hated by you?
Yes.
Or is it just Blissey? Okay.
It is actually
He answered that. I thought maybe it was just Blissey, but apparently it's not Ian full on.
But yeah,
he's got some stalls.
He's got that... The Blissey as well as the Cough Egregious.
So
he's got two very good walls.
He now has my Toxapex. I don't know if he's even brought that Toxapex yet.
That's
but
true.
He does have my Toxapex for a potential stall regenerator.
So,
I don't know what he'll use for that.
I think this match is going to be closer than the Kanto Conference.
I think so too.
Match, but
I think so too.
Still, just seeing how Jacob's played this whole season, I've got to give it to Jacob. Yep. He's he's had times where he kind of just walked all over a team, but there's been other times where it's been close, and he's had the ace up his sleeve.
Yeah,
so those pinch berries in the last 2 weeks or the last couple weeks, those are things that high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I know. I tried going weird on him because I'm like, hey, it's Jacob. He's undefeated. What am
I
going to do? Let's get
different.
weird with it. Guess what? My weird actually worked. Not well enough to win because he still had that ace up his sleeve.
So that's one of those things. I think Jacob's just got a bit more on his belt that he can use. He's got a few more tools.
Just might be from experience or from anything. I don't know. But I do think it might be Jacob in the end.
I think it'll be a good fight, but I'm thinking Jacob's gonna take that one.
I will always love the underdog. So if any of these people that we aren't calling out to win, good on you guys. Because I want to see that. I truly do. I'm not voting against you. I'm just trying to give my logical guess here.
Yeah, if we could have a first round upset, that would be nice.
Absolutely.
That would be very cool.
So we will see, once again, later on this week how that match. They only have one more day, technically.
Yeah. And the last playoff match in the Johto Conference, we've got the Lake of Rage Gyarados versus the Tin Tower Tyranitar. So I've got to say, these two, both new to the league, I wasn't sure how they were going to do. I had no knowledge of what their experience was in Pokemon, but both of them have consistently come out and gotten wins.
They've excelled past anything I could have predicted. They
beat both of us record-wise.
Absolutely.
We never faced
Jenny, but Caitlin did beat both of us.
Yep. Well, I beat her.
Oh, did you beat her?
Yeah, she was one of my 4 victories.
Oh, okay, fair enough. She beat me. She beat me outright.
Still, she got
that damn godmother. There was nothing I could do. I even had poison ready for it and everything.
Not many people could stop it. Absolutely,
couldn't stop it. That's what happens.
So yeah, this one I think is probably going to be the closest match of the first round of the playoffs.
I don't want to say it and sound like an idiot, but this might be the best match of the first round of the playoffs.
That's
honestly.
It will be
I just
the
think
closest,
it's going to be close.
And I think it's also the closest skill matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
So not saying that the other ones are vastly different skills, but I think these two, both as newcomers, just it's a whole different thing for them.
Exactly.
But
and it's.
So then, who do you predict is going to win?
Oh man.
It's tough because we've got, out of Jenny, we've got the Zygarde and the Mega Gyarados who have done really well.
Sweepers.
But then, some blocks for those Tyranitars they do have. They've got that Mega Tyranitar,
absolutely.
So he's a big threat, as well as the Hydreigon, which Levitate can stop Earthquake. Since it's Dragon type, it resists water.
Yep.
It's going to be close.
I think when it comes down to it, through watching previous matches, I think I'm going to give it to Jenny in the end.
I'm going to have to agree. Most of these times we've gone with the people with the better record, but
technically we have, but
they have a better record for a reason.
Absolutely.
They've come and they've won.
They've shown and proved that they even when times get tough, they can persevere and beat out on things.
Absolutely.
I've seen Jenny pull off real late-game sweeps with that Gyarados. She knew when to save it. She knew when it was safe to bring it out.
Absolutely.
I think if she can still utilize that just as well, it'll go great. Caitlin, I've seen her utilize that.
She's got a lot of tools on her team.
Absolutely. The only problems I will say though is I have seen them both make big mistakes.
Yeah.
I've seen Caitlin try to poison steel types.
Yeah.
And I've seen Jenny go Mega when she should not have gone Mega against an electric type.
Also against a grass type.
Yes, that's what it was. I'm sorry. It was the grass type.
I think it was against the Pikipeks with a Ferrothorn, where he has Power Whip is something to watch out for.
And if you would have stayed water flying, it would have been normal damage, not super effective.
Super effective. And I think that is something that took her out late in the season.
But flaws or positives aside, I do think Jenny's
like I did say, both of them are new to this.
Exactly.
So,
hey,
some people are going to make I've made beginner mistakes, and I've been I've been playing types of competitively with these people for a few years now.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm new, but I'm the guy earlier that thought bringing Toxapex out to an earthquake would be a good idea. It's water. It'll be normal effective.
Nope. But yeah, so
early season. We all live and learn, right?
Yeah, we do. So then those matches, we'll see how they go, and then after that, there will be one more week of playoffs, and then
the finals, which is where we will all see you next.
Yes, and we're gonna try and live stream it. We tried to do it last season and it didn't work too well, but now hopefully we'll be able to do it, and that will be on October 15th, a Sunday. So we'll be doing that.
Day off for me. I'm happy.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So we'll see on October 15th what everybody ends up with at the finals, and also we will be watching the Splasho battle at the finals.
We will be watching the Splasho battle
for the bottom.
We didn't even add this into the little thing we were going to talk about, but since you brought it up, we should. The Splasho battle will be happening, and it's the
battle for the bottom.
Those two?
Yep, it is the worst two records. So we've got the Elix Force Trevenants, which switched people halfway through.
It did switch people halfway through, but he still
did also earn his spot.
he had 7 more games that he could have gotten out of the Splasho, and he did not.
He did not.
They weren't his Pokemon. He didn't pick those Pokemon.
So, I expect more from Dan next season.
Absolutely, as do I.
When he gets to actually pick a team.
But guess what? You're still there, Dan.
You're still in the bottom.
And then, yes, he will be facing off against the Azalea Town Articunos.
So Caitlin with an I.
Caitlin with an I, yes.
So, see how this one goes?
We will. I can say I haven't watched too many of her matches, only because that whole division we didn't face. So, I didn't study a whole lot into the Silver division.
Yeah, she's got an interesting team. She definitely has some
real
interesting picks.
She has some mons that I was interested in, I can tell you that.
I think it's just she didn't utilize everything quite right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes it happens.
Yep, but
one of that Galvantula, too.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
But hey, that's the battle for the bottom. We will see that on the final day.
Yes, we will. Live with the finals.
So that's all for now. That's our season recap as well as playoff predictions. So next week we'll have the first battles up on YouTube. You'll get to see those, see where the playoffs go, see if we were correct.
Yep, well, you sure will. But until then, obviously, except for Evan and David, but good luck to the rest of you if you hear this before your match.
Yeah, there you go. And cheers.
Or before a match. Cheers, sir.